Hello to fellow Capricorns. Welcome to my new channel. This is the first in a series of monthly zodiac guidance readings that I'm going to be doing. I'm using my Osho tarot deck, which I'm reading intuitively. So let's just see what's coming out. The first sense I'm getting is that there's this kind of sense of breaking out of tradition here. Whether that be something that is just a tradition to you or your family or your society, but there's going to be, it's about doing something different is the first sense I'm getting. Okay, right, this card keeps coming up, but this has come up for about half the reading so far. I feel like for some of you there is this sense of having to follow a certain line that you feel has been this path that's been put in front of you and that is expected of you is actually starting to become really you're just not able to do it anymore. I feel like it's coming to some kind of breaking point, which is really good because when things are showed to us like that, then we have this opportunity to do something about it. So we have a new moon in Aquarius coming up on the 6th of March. I'm working with real-time astrology here. And this is a time for exactly that, for long-standing hidden things to come to the surface and be shown to us. Which might sound scary, but actually, I welcome things like this because, if you're anything like me, I just, it's all about personal growth and getting back on track. If we're off on a certain line, it's really useful to, on a certain path, it's really useful to sort of keep regularly questioning ourselves. Why are we going down that path? Is it because of things that I've been told all my life from our family or society, that I've been conditioned into thinking that I should be doing? Or is it something that I really do want to be doing? And if there are if your connection to your, for example, your relationship or your work is strong, then this isn't going to affect you this time of the new moon in early March. But if there is something that can be shaken, then it will be shaken. I feel like this change is really coming in a strong way. But first you have to find the way. You have to first get lost, and I feel like there might be some of that kind of cloudy confusion coming up in the first 2 weeks of March, but it's necessary in order to reach the clarity that will be coming at the end, and this big change. There's this sense of letting go of things that which you feel have brought you comfort now and in the past pattern, which are holding you back from moving forward and breaking out of this tradition. It feels very comfortable to stay in everything that we've always known, but when we start to let go of and practice some detachment from those things, be it people, material things, or whatever it is that we're holding on to practice letting them go, if you feel like they are not in line with your path, they will either come back and they'll be able to fit into your path, or they won't, and in which case you never needed them, or you don't need them anymore, should I say. But I'm getting this real sense that some sort of detachment needs to happen. When we start to question things, it can at times it can at first become quite overwhelming, because sometimes there's this feeling when you start questioning things that it is like going into the rabbit hole, and I know that can be, and I'm really getting the sense here actually that there are some of you that really need to go down that rabbit hole without fear, because the end result is that it's going to align you onto your right path, or just readjust you slightly to keep you back on track. And although it might feel overwhelming at times, it's completely necessary work to do to get the most out of life and to be your happiest, most true self. Yeah, again, there is going to be some degree of struggle here for some of you. But the more in-depth work we do with this, we've got this Mercury retrograde coming up on the 5th of March, which is a real introspective time, particularly to look over the last 4 months since the last retrograde. The deeper and truer we honour this work, the less time it's going to go on for. But for a lot of you, it's really, really necessary work. And maybe you've done this kind of work before, but often with this kind of thing, it comes up again and again. And I feel like retrograde is going to be a good time to really use that energy to help you, because that is what that time is for. Those few weeks is for going within and reflecting. Right, again, yeah. This card has come up before. The result of this breaking out of tradition is a truer version of yourself, a more connected version to yourself, with nature, with the moon. I've got a video coming out shortly on the moons and the corresponding Chinese 5 elements and the seasons, and relating with the female cycle as well. And I feel like it's relevant to say here that with the new moon coming up on the 6th is a really good time to set intentions. And although at the moment a lot of you won't necessarily be clear about exactly what you want to ask for, you can formulate a question around, for example, please allow me to see things more clearly. And for those of you who already do moon work, you're familiar with this, but for those of you who've never worked with the moon, you can set an intention in whatever way you feel is best suited to you. You can. What I do is often I just write things down on a piece of paper, my intention very clearly, and then I might even go outside and burn it under the new moon. If I've got time, I'll set up my altar and I'll represent the elements, and might burn a candle and some incense and make a big thing out of it. But it's whatever it looks like for you, so that by the end of it you feel like, okay, I've given that intention to the universe. And if you can be specific about what it is you want, what new path you want, great. If not, I would say ask for some kind of clarity. Yeah. So, yeah, interesting. And I'm looking forward to seeing what comes up next month after that. Because by the end of March, things should start to be feeling a bit more balanced if you've put that work in. So, I've got a new moon video coming up next week, and it sounds like that's going to be beneficial for you as well. And yeah, in the meantime, I look forward to seeing what next month holds, and goodbye for now.